rompemos.
What's up, guys? It's Mark Gaming, whatever you know me as. Hey, everybody, back at it with another franchise mode. So I figured, and I know a couple people were busting on me, ew, the White Sox, ew. But I figured, you know what? It's just Courtney or whatever. Love you, buddy. Anywho, so I figured I'm trying to figure out how to do this properly and not make it drag on. So basically what I'm going to try and figure out to do is obviously simulate the first two games and probably go through, I want to say April in this video. See if there's any like injuries or anything occurrences like that. So let's get it on. Basically what I tried to do is set up some of the lineups real quick. I really have no idea about this White Sox roster, so figure I'll learn more as we go on. Pitching rotation, we really don't have that greatest amount of pitchers. I mean, the best potential I think right now in the MLB roster is this Lucas Giolito. Even though he's only played like a game, pretty much. Then we got the veteran James Shields, who's not too bad. Hector Santiago, not too bad actually. He worked out well, except for in Minnesota. Sorry, Courtney. Reynaldo Lopez, he actually looks to be another decent prospect. And then the Mexican-born Miguel Gonzalez. Now, the only thing I'm not entirely sure, what do I want to do with the closer? Because our legal closer is Juan Minaya, but I'd rather have Joaquim Soria. Let me know who you guys want to see as the closer, either Soria or Minaya. I'm going to put Soria there now. It, for some reason, had Xavier Centeno on there. I'm going to have Joaquim Soria as the closer for now because he's got, I would say, the most closing experience on this White Sox bullpen. So, okay, except for maybe like Gmar Gomez with the Phillies back in 2016, but not really. Danny Farquhar, he's got a little bit of saving experience. Really, like nothing major. So, I'm gonna roll with Joaquim Soria for now. Basically, our GM goals, our yearly goal is just to finish over 500. Let's hope we can actually finish over 500 one time and reach the postseason is the contract goal. Let's hope we can do that. I just set up a couple like little sponsorships. You may or may not have seen them. The trade block, I really have not put anybody on the trade block. I'm be honest with you guys, I kind of want to trade Jose Abreu. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm building the team around Yohan Moncada because he's 22, a potential young, really, really good prospect. And everybody else, I think, would be trade bait. Because I really don't see anything that's like major. I mean, the top 50 prospects of Alec Hansen and Michael Kopech, or Kopech, however that is, just, except for like a couple high potential people, this roster is pretty much just expendable. And for the position seeking, I'd put starting pitcher mainly due to the fact that we don't have a lot of decent people. I mean, we do, but technically speaking, I'm using the Operation Sports roster, so right now the high overall guys like Carlos Rodon, Michael Yanoa, if I'm not mistaken how that's said, and like TJ House, they're technically speaking injured because they're in AAA. But honestly, I still need a couple more decent starters just to be like contending. Closing pitcher, obviously, like worst case scenario, we could always just officially move Soria into the closing role and then move Minaya out to the bullpen. Catcher, I think we're fine. First base, I think we're fine unless we get an offer for Jose Abreu. Second base, Yohan, I'm not touching. Third base is definitely a needed position because Yolmer Sanchez, not too bad, but not bad, but not great. Matt Davidson, he's pretty much in the prime of his career right now, and he pretty much only has had one season to perform, and he actually didn't do too bad with 26 homers and 68 RBI. So shortstop Timmy Anderson, he actually seems like a really, really, really decent prospect as well. Basically, my middle infield, I'm not touching. Yohan Moncada and Timmy Anderson, they are the two like highest potential I want to say on this squad, so they're not going anywhere. Left field, I do need an upgrade because Nicky Delmonico, he's decent. He's got decent potential. And then Lurie Garcia, he's kind of a utility guy, so I like him, but I need an upgrade in left field, center field, and Asbel Garcia can stay for now. I mean, Luis Robert, or, well, let's see, he's Cuban, so Luis Robert, or something like that. He's probably going to be like a project, because he's only 59 and he's 20 years old, so Adam Engel, decent. Charlie Tilson, decent. Like, center field's a definite must. And then let's see if there's anybody in the free agents, just Michael Bourne, he's 35, so no. Left field, Milkman, no. Ethier, no. Upton, no. Holiday, no. If this was like 10 years ago, definitely. Middle infield on the touching. Third base, Jung Ho Kang. Decent, but hasn't played, so I'm gonna assume he's not gonna do well. Manny Dominguez could be a real strong opportunity in case I trade away a couple people and just want to get him in. I mean, worst case scenario, Dante Bichette Jr. But first base, if we ever trade away Jose Abreu, I could easily just pick up like a Cody Mayer or something like that just to get us through the season. Aw, chooch. I mean, legal closers they have here. Houston Street, who honestly I used to love his pitching motion, and he was amazing. He just tailed off at the end. I think injury kind of didn't help him. And then Drew Storen, I don't think he's bad, but I always preferred the other guy from Washington. What the heck is his name? Not Doolittle. Joaquin Benoit was a good one for a while. I mean, one season, but still. I'm just trying to remember that one guy's name from the. He had glasses, and I'm trying to remember that relief pitcher name. Ah, that's gonna annoy me now. Later on, we'll watch a Bruins game, Game 7. Go Bruins, love you, Phil. I'm gonna be like, that's his name! And then if I remember, I'll add like a card, like a little eye in the top right corner or whatever. Be like, that's his name. I mean, relief pitchers in the free agents honestly don't look too bad. I mean, Jonathan Broxton, again, if we need another closer, he's got really good experience. Grilly Cheese, closing experience. K-Rod. Wait. Yeah, K-Rod. Oh my god. Where did his career go? Wow. Did not realize that. John Lackey, I loved him in 2013 when we won the World Series. Joe Blanton, I've always hated him. Like, being in the Philly area, I've always hated him. I never liked him when he was in Philly, and I thought he was a good pickup at the time, but Alright, so the decent guys are Tony Zyke or Tony Zych, who I may pick up. Trevor Rosenthal I may pick up. Our roster currently is at 90 people, so I can't really do anything unless I release like a Class A player. Like, sad thing is, all my Class A players are like 49 overall, but they're all like B and A potential, so I really can't do anything with that. Starting pitchers, the only two decent ones I would think about getting would be Scott Kazmir, if anything, and then Henderson Alvarez. So, I mean, for the one game in Philly, he didn't do bad. Okay, so that's that. Scouting. Basically, what I'm gonna do, and I'm not entirely sure if anybody's done this before. My buddy Phil, Arcade Regimen, go give him a subscribe if you haven't. Um, what he does, like on his live streams normally, if he's doing NHL, is like let's just say like for instance, I know one of my subscribers is named Steve Love Martian. Love you, buddy. He'll he'll put Steve Love Martian as a player in the team that he creates. I believe it's the Shawinigan effing All Stars or whatever. But like let's just say we have like a pretty decent pick and this guy's gonna be well. Let's just say we pick up the closing pitcher, for instance, Adrian Rodriguez. If whoever my draft picks are and I sign them and they got pretty decent potential, if you want to be that person, let me know when we get to the draft time. Alright, so let's get into the regular season. Our first game is against the Kansas City or not, wow, this isn't football. The Kansas City Royals, yay! And first game's a loss. And then you have like the random like inbots like with all the like tutorials because, you know. Alright, we're just going to simulate this one day at a time. We get a 4-3 win, nice. And then we take the series with a 6-3 win. What's pretty cool, like, with this game, like, if you were, like, really that, like, big, like, if we were the Red Sox, let's just say, like, you see that little MLB network, like, highlighted under Detroit? Normally the Red Sox would have, like, 3 in a month or whatever, but since we're not that great, since we're basically in a rebuilding phase right now, we only get the 1, so let's hopefully build this club up so that we can actually get more MLB Network games per se. More like famous, like more people will see it, not just like the local people. All right, next series is against Toronto. Oh God, I love you, Phil. And 6-3 win, 3-1 loss, and a 6-1 loss. Yeah, that's not good. So our first home game of the year is against Detroit. Also, if you want to see me play one game, like completely manage or like sim one game, just let me know. For right now, I'm just gonna simulate game by game just to get this out of the way. Do all that fun stuff. Maybe I'll play the May 30th game. Perfect, my birthday. Maybe I'll play like one game a month or whatever. I'll use like quick counts and like hybrid, so it's not like as boring or whatever. All right. So let me know if you want to see that or just want to see it like simulated like day by day like this, like just in case if there's any injuries or whatever. So we start against Detroit. We win! And then because I was messing with the lineups and stuff like that, the minor league rosters I really don't care about. I mean, if they get injured, they get injured, but 6-1 out doesn't to the other really. 9-6 win, 3-2 win, and then can we sweep the series? No. Aww. Minaya! He's the one that blew it for us. Alright, next series home against Tampa. 5-3 loss, 1-0 win, and we have 2 inboxes. Manage roster, coaching staff. We have the 4th overall pick in the draft. Now, I've done an offline Mets franchise just to try and figure out how different it is. The offseason really is extremely confusing. Like, with all the contracts and stuff, it doesn't really tell you who you signed. But at least when you get to the draft and you gotta sign the draft picks, it at least like pops up in like the main screen to tell you like, hey, this is what happened. Or like, hey, this is your guy, this is his overall, this is how much his potential could be right now. Because honestly, this is why I like MLB. Their potential system is out of this world. Like, let's just say I create a guy named Steve Blake. Let's just say, just using that name, Steve Blake. Give him a 50 overall and like 70 potential. Okay, so we start him in Double-A. He starts to do well. Let's just say he's his second baseman. He starts to do well. His overall increase, and then obviously his potential would increase. Like maybe he starts out as a C potential, but maybe by the end of the first season he'll be like a B potential, like where his potential's up to like an 85 or something like that. That's what I like about this game with the potentials. Instead of just like like 3-star high or 6 line forward, medium. This will actually tell you like potential and will actually fluctuate between the good, like you have good games, your overall will go up, bad games overall goes down, stuff like that. It's really pretty cool. Anywho, 4th overall pick in the first round, so that's a good thing. So we might get a blue chipper. And then our scouts have informed me there are no infielders in the West. Yay. I have scouting all set up, like just automatically. I'm just trying to figure like different people. All right. Can we win the series against Tampa? It's the rubber match. Yes. AAA. Cartilage damage in knee. Ow, that's gotta hurt. Let's just put him on a 60-day DL. Now we play Courtney's Twins in a 4-game series, and we get an MLB Network. 4-5 or 5-4 loss, 2-1 win. MLB Network game, and we lose. And Courtney's Twins beat us. Aww. Let's bounce back against Oakland. 5-3 loss, 3-2 loss, and then a 7-5 win. Okay, so we're at least trying to stay at least 500, so that's always a good thing. Now we get to come home against the defending champion Houston Astros, which, if I hit square and look at the standings, currently they are top of their division, and Minnesota's actually second. Wow. At first, I'm really confused because at first I was looking at the National League West, and I'm like, why is it the West? Like, I was thinking like Eastern and Western conferences from NHL, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's the divisions. Duh. Come on, Boston. Alright, Houston series. 4-2 win, 7-2 win, and 9-3 loss. So we win the series, which isn't too bad. Next 3 games are against Seattle. 4-2 win, 3-2 win, and the Mets are offering me a trade. Now, I normally want to try and get your guys' suggestions with this. Like, do we want to rebuild? Do we want to be like try and go for a contender? Let me know what you want to do. Let me know what we want to do with this, because I'm good with anything, because I like rebuilding, like drafting and like getting young prospects up, getting rid of the old guys. Basically, like if we're in a playoff position, we'll just get the like 33 to 36-year-olds just for the playoff experience. But let's see what the Mets are offering us. They want Mr. TJ House, who's 74 overall, see potential, 28 years old, who is legally speaking injured. And then Mr. Zach Collins, 63 B potential, catcher for a relief pitcher named AJ Ramos, a 31-year-old. I'm not... ERA 3.0. I'm actually going to decline this because I really don't think this is going to be a good trade for us. Giving away a decent potential catcher, I'm going to have to say no to that. Alright, 13 against the... Okay, so with Seattle, we've won 4-2 and won 3-2. Can we win another? Can we sweep the series? Yes, we can! Now, one thing I always have to do is check to see like whether we got like a no-hitter or whatever, just in case anything cool like that happens. And unfortunately, no, they had 4 hits. Oh, but at least we won. But at least we swept the series, and we're 14-11 right now. We're only 2.5 games back of the Royals, so that's always a good thing. Speaking of the Royals, Lurie Garcia, strained finger, out for a day or two. Will keep him active. 5-0 win. 8-hit shutout. Nice. I'll just auto-utilize because he was literally just out for a day, so 5-4 loss. Now, did we actually... No, that was actually a normal one. Okay, so next Saturday game, loss, and then the 4th game. Come on, boys, let's just... And we win! And then what's the inbox showing? Waiver period ended. I really don't care about the waivers. So that will actually end this one, just to get an episode out of the way. So right now, currently, it's actually easier to go through this. We are 2nd in the American League Central, which is pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting to be this good this early on. We're only 2 games back behind the KC, so let's hope we can get this going, and I'll talk to you guys in a later episode. So, see you. Hey guys, Mork here again. I just wanted to let you know, if you use the code MORK92, sorry, face cam, here you'll get 15% off your purchase. If you use it, wow, this is awkward. Down here at Cinch Gaming, you'll get 5% off. And if you use it here at Into the AM, you'll get 10% off your purchase. Thanks, guys.